Zelda! 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 Zelda? Zelda! I think it's high time to talk about my favorite game series of all time. If you haven't guessed by now, it's The Legend of Zelda. Now, I know I'm not the first person to say that it's my favorite game series of all time, but with such a track record that The Legend of Zelda has, it should really be no surprise. Now, while I don't want to delve into reviewing Zelda games right now, I'd still like to talk about the games individually. And what better way to do that than exploiting the game? That's right, glitches. More specifically, glitches in The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Because who has time to stop the moon from crashing when you're too busy having fun glitching around? And before we begin, I feel the need to reiterate that I'm focusing only on glitches. This means that I'm not going to be using any hacks or cheat codes like Action Replay or Game Shark. Also, for the sake of time, I'm only going to be focusing on a few select glitches instead of talking about all of them. Also, I couldn't pull off every glitch because I suck, I guess. And lastly, I didn't discover any of these glitches. I'm just making a video about them because I think they're cool. So with all that out there, let's do this!
Let's begin with the most infamous glitch in the game, the Fourth Day glitch. You see, in Majora's Mask, the entire premise of Link's adventure is to prevent the ever-going moon from colliding with Termina and destroying everything. Each day lasts about 18 minutes in real life, and there's a total of 3 days, meaning that you only have 54 minutes before you have to reset time and begin again at day 1. Are you getting tired of having to stop and reset time? Do you wish that time wasn't an issue? Well, that's where the Fourth Day glitch comes into play. You see, during the last 6 hours of the day, if Link goes to the bomber's hideout or the pirate's fortress, and looks through the telescope but then exits when a time of 2 seconds or less remains, the game will glitch. And instead of going to the game over screen, we'll progress on to the final day. But this isn't supposed to happen and causes the in-game timer to vanish, leaving you with an unlimited amount of time to play the game. There's actually a ton of speculation that this, in fact, was intended to be the first of 7 days in the unreleased Nintendo 64 disc drive game, Zelda Gaiden. So what can you do with your newfound free time? Well, you can dance and shoot guys in Termina Field. But don't be an idiot like me and play the Song of Double Time, because that freezes the game. Naturally, when you begin playing Majora's Mask, you're restricted to only being able to explore Clocktown since Link is stuck in his Deku form. He isn't allowed to leave since he's not an adult and doesn't have a sword to defend himself. If you were to play the game naturally, you'd have to wait until getting the Ocarina back and then transforming back into Link's human form. But we're not playing the game naturally right now, and there's actually a glitch that allows Link to be able to leave Clocktown as a Deku. This is known as the Leave Clocktown as Deku Link glitch. Yeah, the name is pretty self-explanatory. If you head over to East Clocktown, you'll see this guard standing in front of this exit here. If you attempt to leave, he'll be a total douchebag and block you. However, if you face away from the soldier and Z, or Z target for my non-US viewers, yes, I know you're there and I love you, while stepping backwards, then Link will squeeze past the guard and enter Termina Field. I should also mention that since this is Link's first time leaving Clocktown, the Termina Field theme won't play, so it's kind of quiet and boring. There's also no enemies at all, so really, there's no reason to glitch into Termina Field in the first place. Unless you're some freak speedrunner who can magically complete Majora's Mask without the Ocarina or any weapons at all. Is that possible? I don't know. Also, while this isn't really a glitch, did you know that you can brutally murder Sakon? Yeah, just go to North Clocktown at 12 AM on the first night when he tries to steal the bomb bag from the old woman. Let him run around for a little bit just so he thinks that he's gotten away with his crime, and then shoot him with an arrow. The guy gets lit up like a Chinese firework.
Oh, they're going to have to glue you back together. In hell!
The only downside is you can't continue on with the quest line unless you reset time.
But justice has been served. Sakon is dead, and I am a hero. But I have to, go back to the dawn of the first day if I want to do anything with this quest.
The next glitch, also known as the Fierce Deity Link glitch, requires you to have completed the game at least once and collected all of the masks, since doing so rewards you with the Fierce Deity's mask. To do it, head over to any body of water. I'm doing it outside of Great Bay. Go in, but only to the point of where young Link will begin swimming, but Zora Link will stand. Transform into Zora Link and begin rapidly tapping the B button and press whichever C button the Zora mask is assigned to. If done correctly, the B button should no longer display text. To ensure that you've executed the glitch correctly, press A. Doing so will make Zora Link roll in place. Now that this has been done, you can assign practically any item to the C button where the Zora mask is located. Assign the Fierce Deity's mask to that spot and then equip it. Merry Christmas! You're now wearing the Fierce Deity's mask. It's just a shame that there's nothing to do besides run around and kill monsters. And even then, the magic beam that shoots out of the sword has no effect on them, meaning that if you want to kill a monster, you better physically hit it. You can even get into Clocktown as Fierce Deity Link, which surprise surprise isn't very fun. But hey, I was able to get onto the building in the middle, so Yay? Just don't go into any buildings, or else Link will be trapped. And the icing on the cake is that now you can't leave Clock Town unless you glitch the game again. Seriously, look at this. I'm clearly an adult and I clearly have a weapon. So let me go, you asswipe. There's actually numerous ways to leave Clock Town and glitch into Termina Field as Fierce Deity Link, but the easiest way I found requires you to head to East Clock Town. Once you get there, jump onto the top of the milk bar and position yourself to where you're facing the exit and jump. If done correctly, Link will actually clear where the soldier is standing and run out. So long, suckers. Another glitch that you can pull off with the Fierce Deity Link is using the bottle. Try to contain your excitement. Usually, when you try to use the bottle with the Fierce Deity's mask, Link will take it out and then quickly swing his sword. However, if you press the bottle button once again, with precise timing, Link will actually swing it. This means that you can actually collect things as Fierce Deity Link. I collected water. Yay! The last couple of glitches that I'm going to focus on are based around Link's horse, Epona. These are known as Epona glitches. The first one is centered around riding Link's trusty steed inside of Clock Town. Before doing anything, make sure that you have 2 save files. Both need to be copies of each other and be reset to the dawn of the first day. After you've done this, select the first save file. Once you've loaded in, head to Termina Field and call Epona. From here, ride her to the owl statue that is located south of Clock Town on Milk Road. When you get to it, remain on Epona and save the game, as well as quitting. When you return to the title screen, head to the saved game selection screen and begin playing on the second file. Ta-da! You're riding on Epona in Clock Town. And guess what? It's completely pointless. It looks cool though, and oh my, that guy just walked through Epona. This must mean that both Link and Epona are dead in Majora's Mask. When you're done screwing around with Epona in Clock Town, make sure that both save files are reset back to dawn of the first day. Once you've done this, you can execute the second glitch, which includes being able to ride Epona as a Deku, Zora, or Goron. I chose the Goron for comedic reasons. Begin playing on your first save file and head to any owl statue and save, as well as quitting the game. Return to the game selection screen and play on your second save file. When you load in, call Epona and head to the owl statue that is located on Milk Road. Much like the first glitch, remain on Epona as well as saving the game and quitting. When you return to the game save selection screen, choose the first save file as it was last saved while Link was wearing one of the 3 transformation masks. You should now be riding on Epona. Do you see why I chose Goron Link now? This is hilarious! Also, it looks like Epona is moving way slower than usual. This could be in part to Goron Link being bigger than Epona, so it only looks like she's moving slower. But I like to think that because Goron Link is so fat, Epona can barely carry him. Also, I've heard that dismounting Epona as Goron Link will freeze the game, but that didn't happen to me, so I don't know what to believe in anymore. The second to last glitch for today allows you to use any item on Epona. To do this, reset time, head to Milk Road, and save at the owl statue while remaining mounted on Epona. Save the game and quit. When you get to the game save selection screen, choose the save file that you made the save on and load in. Now, even though it doesn't look like it, you can use whichever items are assigned to your C buttons. Really though, the only thing I used was the ocarina. And even then, all I did was play the Song of Storms. This actually leads to the final glitch for today, which allows you to actually be Epona. Kind of. After you've done the use any item on Epona glitch, equip any of the transformation masks. This will cause you to dismount Epona but still be able to control her. Just look at her go. Wild and free, not a care in the world. Oh god, the camera's glitching out of place! Am I the only person that thinks this looks like a police chase? Kind of like Epona just committed a crime and is being chased by a helicopter? And now the camera's stuck in the ground, how grand! Though, I guess this makes sense. After all, I am breaking the game to a certain degree. And look at your boy Link, suspended in midair while he runs in place. Truly the hero of time, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, I don't plan on doing any more glitch videos in the future, as this is something special since Majora's Mask is my favorite game in all of existence. But, if you'd like to see me do more glitches in Legend of Zelda games, or just glitches in general, be sure to let me know. Also, it's worth to mention that...
Cal, help! Someone's glitched reality!
Want to keep up with everything that I'm up to? Probably not, but for those of you who do, head over to twitter.com/CalWon'tShutUp and click follow.